good to YouTube? I'm back here with another video. Before we get into this discussion, if y'all want to follow me on the gram, it's GangstaGodzilla.1K. I might turn it into something, but if y'all want to peep that, go over there. You don't have to follow me, but what I want to talk about is how hope, in order for you to be safe with it, there needs to be a balance. Because if you rely too much on hope, it'll be buried. And the reason why I say that is that 100% is one of your main drives in life. The idea of hope. And there's a lot of situations where that phrase or that word will be destroyed, or it will discourage you from believing. That is all you really need. And honestly, you shouldn't use that as a big component of yourself. It does give you a positive outlook. I will agree on that. But all that energy that leads into positive, once it becomes crushed, does the opposite. So I feel like having lesser expectations, since it does correlate with hope, does make things easier for you. Because when things go wrong, or when things don't end off in the right direction, the impact of you believing in such a strong connection with hope will leave you hopeless. And once you become hopeless, that's when the roller coaster begins. And it's crazy because the idea of hope correlates with I'm repeating shit. It literally correlates with everything. Like, when you go to sleep, you hope that you wake up. You hope that you do whatever goals that you decided to create that would benefit your life. But there's so many other aspects that you need to have that hope alone just doesn't provide. And that's like, it is scary. Because once you lose hope, you can't see things from a positive outlook. Because that main drive, that main fuel is gone. So, and it's very hard to come up with a valuable substance that creates that same fire, or at least creates it as fast. But there's so many people who got their water bucket ready to pour that flame out. Excuse me for, stumbling on my words. like when it comes to hope, people will put themselves through the most strenuous things ever because they believe that it'll result in positive things. But not every situation is meant to be progress. Certain things kind of just have to do it regardless of it's not what you want it to be. Because not everyone has the same opportunity. And certain opportunities doesn't go with ideals. And when it comes to uh I thought I had a little interruption, that's all it was. Um I feel like hope should be I feel like it's directed towards things that towards you may seem huge, but at the end of the day it does seem minimal. You know, we kind of have the I wouldn't say I would say when it comes to living we have the easiest way of going about it, simply because of the fact that so many individuals don't accept the ideas of people dying. Everyone hopes to live a good life, but no one hopes to live a good life even if it's short. It's like you having completely high hopes of certain things does affect your humbleness. When it comes to these topics, it's kind of like it's crazy because when it comes to these things, everyone hears the exact same thing. Hope, you work hard, you'll receive the things you want. But the fact that everyone answers the same question with the same response, what does hope really mean? You know, I tend to try and look back at all these ideals that we as humans create and relates to it as to how things like this allowed us to survive. You know, it's certain all these things that we think about stems from the fact that it was needed in order for us to survive and create lifestyles, create civilization, etc. You already know. Like I be saying the same ish pretty much. And I don't know. It could be also be a correlation the fact that, my hopes has been crushed plenty of times. So but when your hopes become crushed, there is a sense of power that comes with it. Because now there's a drive to reinforce either a new version of hope. You could even just hold on to it if you truly believe in the fact that it'll result in positive things or at least better outcomes. Same thing. It's just like we all kind of hope to live in peace, or at least to bring out peace in the largest way possible. And it's crazy how we all kind of connected to it. The belief of peace stems with every single person, and it also correlates to hope. But again, with that main drive gone, what is the backup plan? A lot of the times people can't come up with the backup plan, and they keep just digging themselves in a larger hole, and then it gets to a point where they can't even climb out of it without help. I hope, you know, like when you create that balance, this is like, it's like you develop that on and off switch. And if you can't develop that switch, certain situations where you should expect the least, or you shouldn't really expect a lot, it'll affect you way more than it's supposed to. Like even when it comes to jobs, everyone hopes that they'll get a job, make some money, start living again, more peaceful life. But with that idea, if this is hopeful, next thing you know, it results in a complete opposite. But since so many people are so we have tunnel vision when it comes to it, to where even when at the end of the tunnel is something dangerous on the other side, it doesn't matter, because it's the direction we want to go. But it's also valuable strength to have. Which is why, again, you have to find a balance with hope. It's just, when you find that balance, when the idea of hope is challenged, you'll be able to reinforce it if it's the right thing to do. And if you really need to, you could redirect it. It's all just how you take things in life, man. I hope you enjoyed this little chat I had. I'll be back in with more. Like the video again, check out the gram, and of course have yourselves a good one.